So we had a month till our next Grand Prix at Imola, and well, the finances have once again taken a bit of a hit for us to get there.
And Brazil, and there goes Prost! Off, as did Ardu. My goodness, what about Patrese now? Oh my goodness, this is fantastic! And Senna is trying to go through on the inside, and it's happened immediately! This is amazing! Senna goes off in the first corner! Sixth position, and out goes Piqué! My goodness! I couldn't help it, and take that! Oh my goodness!
As you can see, we are at now again over -4 million. We need a good run of races to get us back in the positive, because this is hurting a little bit. I think offering Prost so much money has hampered us a little bit, so maybe we have to once again look at offloading him to get someone else in. Also, at the time that this video comes out, it'll have been a couple of days since the real-life Australian Grand Prix, and you know what? Makes me appreciate that our crashes aren't that bad at all. We have few and far between. Anyway, you can see, and if you remember, the team constructors standings is very close. We've had some mixed results from all the drivers in McLaren, Williams and Ferrari, and we have had 2 podiums in 2 races. So a better start than we've had in previous seasons, a lot closer. But remember, we are stuck with our development. We are not developing anything. This budget we've got is really hurting us. So it's control damage control, that's the word for it. Realize I also forgot to make my camera a little bit smaller so there's more in the screen for you guys. Yeah, so damage control is what we're doing at the moment. But I reckon we can still get something good out of this race. So really important here now is our potential reward if we get all these objectives is 3 million. That should really help us get out of that balance issue. But yeah, we go into Imola hoping for a good race. You can see that it was actually Martini that got the fastest lap last time round. We'll see if we can, we should be able to beat that by now. Anyway, I'll come back to you guys for the strategies for the race. We had an average practice set, few sessions. You can see Alan and Schumacher getting 5th and 6th consecutively. And David obviously getting 7th, which is good signs for him. He is developing really well as a reserve driver. But qualifying, we have only managed 5th and 6th as we've done previously. Bonus is that, you know, we are close in times to a podium spot. Downside is it's just not as good as we've had previously. But both drivers there, and hopefully we should be able to make a mark. Strategy-wise, we are playing the long game. It's a one-stop. The tyres are not going to have much in them between them, so we're not going to be able to push too much unless we see changes within the race. And obviously we've added a bit of extra fuel to make sure we've got enough to push. We might be able to get something into turn 1. It is Imola. You know, anything's possible, but there's not many overtaking opportunities. Just gotta hope our drivers do take it by the neck and go for it. Not had much to say on the build-up to this race, so here we go. It's time for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Probably absolutely butchered that circuit name. And here we go, and that is them away. Seems to be that McLaren are struggling against the Williams, as Schumacher's well behind Prost now. Prost looking to get up the inside of Berger, but no, can't get it as he's overtaken Patrese now. It's a Williams-McLaren battle for 1st and for 3rd. We now have got Prost pushing Patrese, and he might be able to sneak up the inside. Is he going to go for it? He does. He dives down the inside, forces Patrese out. Patrese got nowhere to go. We go on board. Oh, he's coming back on us, but we will have the inside line for the next corner. What can we do? Prost keeps it going. And it's still there, though. That Williams not giving up Patrese. Obviously, the one we battled for the Brazilian Grand Prix with.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Oh, and the engineer not too happy that that's got away from us a little bit. But Prost not going to give up at all. And nearly, is it enough? No, still wheel to wheel. Patrese got the straight line speed, but we have the quality in the corners. Now, as you come down to finish lap 1, is Prost finally going to be able to take that position in this double left-hander to finish the lap? He does barely. I think Patrese is still going to come back. He is, but surely he's going to get stuck in behind the McLaren. Unless we are tucking in. No, we are going to have to tuck in now. And disappointingly, that straight line has hampered us. Coming round to start lap 3 now. And you can see Prost hasn't really kept up with Patrese too well. He's in just enough for DRS, or sorry, DRS, God, where that's about 30 years too late. No, for Slipstream. We've not been able to really keep it, and you can see from the last lap, we're doing okay, but we're nowhere near as fast as these front few guys. We've also checked as well, and Patrese and Berger on hard tyres, and they're slowing us right down. So what I'm going to do, I am going to push Prost to be a bit more aggressive, see if this gains anything for us in the next few laps. I think we need to try something because we can't be held up like this by guys on slower tyres. So as we come round now onto the main straight, is it going to be early enough for Prost? He's going to the attacking line, trying to take the inside, but I think that just has sacrificed his slipstream that he was gaining, and he's not going to surely make a move yet. Thought about it, you could see him still playing with the inside, but yeah, this becomes a quieter bit of the track, unless he can get right alongside. I don't foresee him taking any risks until we get back round to the start. As he goes down the inside as I say that, and actually he has gone for the attack, but he's just been a bit late on that move. So as Patrese tries to make a move on Berger, slows him down, allows us to get a little bit closer once again. But we're in a bit of a rinse and repeat at the moment as we watch them battle together. Hopefully it'll allow us to get closer, and surely Prost's not going to try and go 3 wide. He's thought about it. Not enough space on this track to really execute that, but he definitely considered it, and that would have been a mighty move he'd went for it. All this time, we're just getting that little bit further and further away from Mansell and Senna up front. Not looking like the type of race we won, but if we could still stay in within a podium shot, that would be ideal, as Prost now all over the back of Patrese, and Berger has just not got the pace. Luckily for him though, it's just not a track built for overtaking. As you see us diving in and out there trying to find a spot. Won't be able to have him push for much longer. Still another couple laps maybe. So hopefully he can get something before I have to turn him back down. Prost got a lot closer. Is he going to have an attempt down the inside? He did attempt it. But obviously with Patrese also taking on the McLaren, a risk of a collision there. And we've actually set Schumacher to push now, and he's getting involved as Prost goes down the inside of Patrese. And now so does Schumacher on the outside of him. And this could be 2 places lost for Patrese within the space of 1 lap. So Prost definitely ahead. Now we've got a yellow flag somewhere. Don't know why the camera has not changed. Let's go on board with Schumacher as he does. Let's have a look back. Yes, Patrese has been moved out the way, and hopefully now a bit more opportunity for our guys to close up to the top 2. With both our guys pushing now, hopefully it leaves Berger in a bit of no man's land to be overtaken as Prost goes early to the outside. Is he going to make this stick? He's definitely thinking about it. I think he's got caught in as Berger wait to reposition himself on the racing line. But he's getting mighty close now. His Berger has nothing in that car, I think, to defend with. May turn them up to attack, but I don't really want to use up too much time. You can see we already used up quite a bit doing these battles. Leave it for this last lap, and if we can't get anything, we are going to have to settle down a bit in this race. Prost trying it now, down the inside of Berger through sector 1. He's not really in a position to fight it, but he's going to continue trying it. We did turn them down. They're no longer aggressive on the tyres, and it looks like Prost might just have this if he can keep the speed up the hill. This McLaren not quite as quick as the Williams was when we were fighting Patrese. Is Prost still in that position? He is. He's not going to give it up easily. He is keen to get third. He's been around the outside for this section now as he tries to hold it. Still not quite there, as now Schumacher is going to try and get involved. And surely through this chicane, he's going to hold it actually. I was about to say surely he's not going to manage it. He's still continuing on. Now they've got the inside down to the last 2 corners. This could be his opportunity to keep the position. If he can just hold on down the side of him. Berger now not got a lot to defend with on those hard tyres. They don't have the same grip. So you may be wondering, Jay, why have you cut back? It's the 11th lap and Schumacher and Prost are both ahead of Berger. Well, I don't know why, but OBS decided to crash during the lap. You guys have now missed a double overtake. I'm going to try and go back and see if I can get it, but I don't think I can. So unfortunately, it was such a good move. It was such a good move. But we'll continue on anyway, and hopefully we'll get some other brilliant overtaking done. So you'd think I'd tell them not to battle, but team orders, who needs them? Let them go toe-to-toe. Schumacher is going to try and get Prost here. He's thinking about the outside move into turn 1. But Prost is not that dumb. He's going to keep himself well covered. And this is the battle we want to see. So Schumacher's coming along. He's thinking about taking Prost. He's not quite got it though. Prost still covering off well. This has been a battle for about 6 or 7 laps now, and we enter the pit window for both drivers. Obviously, Prost is going to get priority on what he wants if he stays in front. That's how I like to play with my drivers. Whoever's in front gets the priority. So they've been at this toe-to-toe the whole time, but nothing to separate them. And Berger and Patrese still behind very closely, so helping them along. And obviously 19 seconds to Mansell isn't great, but nothing we can do apart from just drive the race we've got and hope we get some decent points from it. So Berger's trying to round the outside of Schumacher. It's been lost out there for him. He might not be able to recover this position as Berger is straight on ahead. And that was out of nowhere. Berger hadn't been really attacking, and he's obviously turned it up because he wants to gain these positions back. Schumacher in a bit of no man's land between these two now, as I definitely think we'll give the priority to Prost. We'll probably let Prost pit first. Actually, is Berger going around the outside nearly? Yeah, we're going to pit Prost, get these guys out of the way, hopefully into some clean air. We don't want it to affect Prost's position, really. We want to make sure he is cementing this third place. The thought process is that if Berger is on a charge, we don't want him absolutely manipulating both drivers. So now this gives Schumacher the opportunity to take that place back. We might even let him go 2 laps or another lap further, as would have been the normal strategy, just to see if we can get back past Berger. But battling these two will help Prost's ambitions of third. And ultimately, I'm using Schumacher a little bit here, as I think that's Brundle coming round. He might overtake us, but we should be able to easily get him back. Yeah, Prost has been overtaken there, but only lost a couple places in the pit stops. Should be easy enough for him to get back into this. So in actual fact, Schumacher's lost a lot of pace. I don't know if Berger has just turned up his car, and that is why we're losing out. But yeah, look at that. A good second gap now is the difference. But here we go. Is that teammate's about to battle ahead? I think, oh my, things not going well there. It is Senna behind us. What the hell? I didn't even miss that completely. So holding up Senna a little bit, I'll take that. It helps Prost out just a little bit more. Not that he'll gain much out of it, but every little helps, as Tesco says. So Schumacher peels off into the pits. Obviously had been blocking Senna a little bit. Not really going to ever gain out of that. I think Prost, I don't know why it's still showing. I've got my pit entry screen there. Yeah, he's coming around pretty well here. And I think he'll easily gain the position back from Schumacher. Schumacher's only just coming out of the pit lane. In actual fact, surely, no, he is going to get overtaken. For a second, I thought he might have the advantage, but the undercut has definitely worked. He was only briefly in front of Schumacher, now gained a good maybe 3-4 seconds there. We'll have a look when it comes out. Showing his 2.1, I think it's more than that, 2.7. Okay, so good stuff for Prost. Keeps pushing. Also allows then Schumacher to push on a bit, and he's going to be on fresh, hard tyres. Hopefully then these guys will gain a lot compared to Patrese and Berger. So hopefully an easy one for Prost here as he overtakes Martin Brundle in the Benetton. And yeah, that was simple. And now Prost is properly on the charge. 19 seconds behind Patrese, so we want to be reducing that to about 16-17 before they pit. It's Schumacher's turn to get our modern day commentator Martin Brundle, and it's another easy move for him. Brundle, not the best of drivers to ever grace the Grand Prix circuit, but he's decent. Just a shame at this point in the game, he is a lot older, and yeah, easy as you like for Schumacher there. So it's most likely going to be just before lap 40 when we see Berger and Patrese pit, and Prost is now 14 seconds behind. We could see us get really close before the end of their stint, and that will help us long term. Obviously they're going to catch us when they move on to medium tyres, but I only see this as a win so far. Prost obviously going to have to turn him down. No way he can keep pushing. Schumacher's still got a little bit left. So we're up lap 39. Patrese's run wide at some point. We'll have a quick look at that. I nearly missed it, just so you guys can see. I think it was just, that's an that's an odd one. He just lapped the car ahead that you see overtaking him, and then he's gone wide. Helps us out, hopefully retaining 4th and 5th if Berger can't be caught. But I think they're going for a soft tire strategy. They have pushed it now to lap 39, and haven't pitted. Could definitely see it being soft tires. If it is, that's going to be a bit dangerous for us, and we will be really vulnerable to that attack. So just as I was trying to slow down time there, Berger and Patrese have now pit. Lap 44, 19 laps to go. Yeah, it's got to be soft tires, I reckon. We could have gone for that strategy. I thought it was a bit of a risky play with the way the game updated and ended up being quite punishing on tires for the user rather than the AI. It makes it a bit more tricky on strategy front. But we are a good bit ahead. Berger's actually only 4 seconds behind. Patrese has only just come out of the pit, so yeah, easier for us to manage his battle. But this is going to be a tricky one, and if I'm right, yeah, I am right. Soft tires for them, so expect some more painful highlights coming up. And just as I went to skip forward time, Schumacher locked and went across the chicane. Berger's going to be right behind him now. And, well, not what we wanted if we want to protect our position. That is going to be easy for the McLaren driver. Let's just watch and hope. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, he's getting too close. He's less than a second now. He might actually be able to do it in speed difference here. Let's just go on board with him. I don't want to watch my driver get taken, but, yeah, I think, oh my god, the speed difference. Luckily, Schumacher blocking it off. Well, as long as he can, that's what he needs to do. But yeah, this is going to be inevitable for Berger. Didn't really want to show it, but we will. Berger did get past in the end on the outside. It was a pretty easy move. Nothing we can do to fight this. We are playing the long game. And hopefully, yeah, we don't get Proscott. But I think it's going to be a 4th and 5th for us today. So Berger actually got them moved on a lot earlier. I was going to slow down for the overtake, but he's powering on through. He actually did it in the chicane around the back of the circuit. Not a place I expected a move to be done. Prost went defensive, but he just couldn't hold it against better tyres, obviously. That was always going to be the way. So, I believe Berger locked up. He did, so we've retaken 3rd place. And as he just goes straight across the chicane, don't even get the angle of it. And off Prost goes. We'll take that, a few more of them, and it'll definitely go our way instead. As the McLaren team going to be a bit disappointed? Yeah, that's what we like to see. And here we go, once again. Berger this time going down the, what will be the inside for turn 1. He got it, and maybe he'll lock up again. We can only hope. But yeah, 3rd place lost. We are now 4th and 5th again. Sector 1 yellow flag. I don't see anything that's going to affect us, unfortunately. Yeah, 4th and 5th. I was hoping this wouldn't come, but Patrese has caught Schumacher. As the engineers just said, 6 laps to go. I don't think Schumacher can fight off Patrese for that long, if at all. Patrese coming flying in. He's gonna get this move done, surely. No, Schumacher does block him, and he's gonna... I've lost for words. The Williams driver absolutely sends it round the outside, and Schumacher doing well to hold on, but I don't think he can. Ultimately, this is gonna be a place where he lose. And he's now only 3 seconds down the road to Prost. So unless Schumacher can fight back and cause a few issues for Patrese, we may be down to 5th, 6th. A poor race for us in this one, but Imola was always going to be a tough track. Just unfortunate, it's technically the home Grand Prix. So the moment has come with 2 laps remaining. Actually 3, we've just got onto lap 61. Yeah, Patrese is there. Schumacher's also a lot closer. He used Patrese as like a slipstream god and boost, just to get past, but there you go, the Williams dives down the outside, the extra grip, easily managing to do that. It's no problem on the soft tires. I imagine they still got a load of life in them left. Not as much as actually I thought, but yeah, I think unless their tires drop off in 2 laps, that is going to be 5th and 6th for the Ferrari boys today. So as we're about to head onto the last lap, it looks like we may see a battle for 5th place between our boys. And Schumacher has got a lot to prove at this point. Obviously Schumacher on 2 laps fresher tyres, but his wear has gone down significantly. And he can't quite make it there. You see him weaving right behind Prost, making sure he's in his mirrors, putting him in his place. But Prost, obviously the ever veteran, he's not going to be swayed by that easily. He knows to hold his line. And Senna's already crossed 4th. We'll see if there's any action, but hopefully we get back round, and this is the way it remains. As they head into the final 2 corners, Schumacher was trying to round the outside. Can he get him to the line? I don't think he'll be able to. The line's quite short on this one. Here we go, and across they go. And, well, Prost barely holds on against Michael there. It was a good fun race, maybe not as much as action as we'd want, but it is Imola, and that unfortunately is the way it goes. A solid 5th and 6th. So there we have confirmation, 5th and 6th for Alain and Michael, and I think that means some of our objectives haven't been reached, unfortunately. Berger with the fastest lap. It's McLaren Williams are gonna get a big point advantage against us in the constructors. In the drivers, we actually only see Senna and Patrese, which forgot that Patrese was a lead in the drivers' championship. That'll be obviously Senna had a couple finishes outside. Oh, sorry, he had one finish outside the points, and that's what caused him to lose out on a bit there. You can see the constructors, we have taken a big hit there, still within contention. It's only, what, that's the third race of this season. Yeah, we still got more to prove. A 2.7 million balance there of income. That should hopefully help us. We'll have a quick look on the home screen, so that will take us just below 2 million, will it? Yeah, 1.6 in the minus, 11 days till Monaco. So hopefully with a few run of races, our balance goes back up to, as I said, what we want. Thank you guys so much for tuning again. Oh, and obviously, gotta show a lot of love to you guys. You've kept the series going, and this is my first major series on YouTube, and you seem to all love it. So please continue to like and comment on them. It really helps me out, and as I said, helps me know that you guys are still enjoying it. And until next time for the Monaco Grand Prix, take care.